We're leaving today and entering a world of Cinderella castle sightseeing, Tron light cycling, Jungle Cruise punning, pirate swashbuckling, Everest climbing, dapper danning, soaring, fireworks show of I'm not crying, you're crying. World of favorites for whatever you love. Infinite worlds await at the most magical place on Earth, Walt Disney World Resort.
Bring spring to your door with Target Circle 360. Get all you need for Easter hosting, spring get-togethers, and more with unlimited same-day delivery through Target Circle 360. From Easter basket goodies to fresh florals, getting everything the same day is easy. Open the Target app and bring the magic of the season to your door with unlimited same-day delivery through Target Circle 360. Visit target.com/circle or the Target app for more details. Subscription required. Same-day delivery is subject to terms. Applies to orders over $35.
PayPal lets you pay all your pals, like your graduation gifters.
Who's paying for the mattress topper?
You mean the beanbag chair?
Aren't we getting a mini fridge?
Can we create a pool on PayPal? It lets us collect the money before we buy.
Ooh, yes, that's smart.
Glad we can agree on something.
Easily pool, split, and send money with PayPal. Get started in the PayPal app. A PayPal account is required to send and receive money. A balance account is required to create a pool.
This is Radhi Devlukia from A Really Good Cry. Apothecary is a leading health and wellness brand dedicated to harnessing the power of plant medicine, formulating clean, effective herbal remedies that target the root cause of health imbalances. Their tinctures are easy to take directly into your mouth or mix into a delicious functional mocktail. I decided to try their Blue Band formula, which uses Oregon grapefruit, a natural source of berberine that boosts metabolism and curbs sugar cravings. You can find Apothecary at Sprouts Farmers Market stores nationwide and online at Ulta.com, Amazon, and Apothecary.com. That's Apothecary with a K at Apothecary.com.
When it comes to your health and well-being, the right care can change everything. That's why Cleveland Clinic has been elevating world-class patient care for over a century. From the latest in heart, neurology, and cancer care to advanced diagnostics and beyond, Cleveland Clinic is here for every care in the world. Explore a wide variety of health and wellness info by visiting clevelandclinic.org today.
Hi everyone, it's Amanda Rieger Green. Welcome to Soul Sessions special new episode. Y'all are going to have to give me your feedback on this. I am going to start pulling an oracle card spread every month for the monthly energy. So this is going to be the April energy oracle card spread, and it will be a bonus episode that we release after the energy forecast for the month. So be on the lookout for that. One of the things that I do encourage everyone to do is to pull your own cards for the month, because I do this stuff. I do it on the new moon. I do it on the full moon. I do it on a day when I don't know which way is up or down, or I'm needing guidance. It's a great tool to connect with your own voice within and your wisdom and the divine. And if you listened already to the April energy forecast, the big theme was invite the divine in. So we're doing it, and we're going to do it together, and we're going to have a lot of fun. This week, I'm going to use 2 oracle card decks, but they have a theme, and it's animal cards, animal medicine. So the 2 decks I'm going to use, the first deck is a deck I have had for a really, really long time, probably 12 years. It's the medicine card deck. This is what, if you're watching on YouTube, definitely check this out, because you may want to check this out on YouTube. And if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel and checking out the videos, please do like, share, comment. That's really helpful for me, and it feels really good to hear your support and feedback. But this deck is an awesome deck. It's very simple. It's based on indigenous traditional wisdom of animal medicine. It's written by Jamie Sams and David Carson. And my book is pretty tattered. I've had it for a long time. There are very long, you can tell it's a hardback book that goes with the deck. There are very long descriptions of this card. So when I pull the cards, I'm going to give you a general reading, and I'm going to look at the numerology of the card in conjunction with whatever medicine comes through with each animal. But I'm just going to highlight parts of the book just for time's sake. But I'm going to pull 3 cards. So I'm going to pull 2 cards from from the medicine cards, the animal medicine cards. And then I'm going to pull one card from Colette Baron-Reid's Spirit Animal Oracle. I have recommended this deck, the Spirit Animal Oracle, to thousands of clients because not only is it an exceptional Spirit Animal Oracle card deck, as all of Colette Baron-Reid's decks are, it is beautifully illustrated. The cards in this deck, the colors are so vibrant and beautiful, and the messages, of course, are lovely and wise. So it'll give us two different flavors in our reading that I'm excited to see what I pull and what comes up. Before I do that, I'm going to tell y'all what I'm going to do. I'm going to clear my decks with some sage. I've got some sage here and a blowtorch. Not really. I have one of those lighters. And I'm lighting some sage because these decks, I have not used either of them in a hot minute. And I clear my decks with sage a lot of times before I use them. And I clear myself sometimes, but I'm lighting some sage right now to clear these decks. And all you have to do is light a bit of sage, get the smoke going, which is what I'm doing. And I'm putting, the smoke is going, and I'm just shuffling my deck, and I'm cleansing and clearing the energy of this deck for the highest light and wisdom to come through, to show us and to reveal to us what we need to know in the month ahead for April, the divine guidance from these animals, from the animal medicine cards, and now I'm picking up Colette Baron-Reid's deck, the Spirit Animal Oracle. May this deck, whoop, there's cards flying out. Not yet. You're not clear. See, like that old energy is still coming through wanting to share messages with us. I'm cleansing and clearing this deck also for the highest light to come through, the wisdom and guidance, so we can be directed and firmly grounded in the energy that we're in and the transformational wisdom that the divine wants to share with us today and for April to move forward through this month clearly, intentionally, and with divine guidance and support, especially from the animals, from animal medicine, their wisdom and their guidance instinctually and practically. All right, I'm going to pull 3 cards, and I'm going to go ahead and pull all 3 cards from the deck, and I won't turn them over. I'll turn them over one at a time, but I'm going to pull 3 cards, and the first card that I am pulling is the general energy. You know, what is the theme that we need to remember and embody throughout this month? What is the theme that we all need to know, the energy that we are embodying throughout this month? All right. Whoop. There's a card. All right. And the second card I'm going to pull is, what else do I need to know about this? What other information am I going to need to put into practical action? What else do we need to know about this? These cards are like long and thin, and I have small hands. All right, I got the second card out, and then I'm going to go to Colette Baron-Reid's Spirit Animal deck, and I'm going to say, what is our magical quality? So the third card is like, what is the magical quality from the animal kingdom that we will receive divine help through? Like, what is our animal totem or guide that will divinely walk and work with us this month? Nothing's coming out yet. Oh, there it is. Okay, first card. Holy mackerel. The first, y'all, this is wild. There is a blank card in this deck. All of these cards, like, let me show you the deck. Let me show you the deck. This is so wild. And I don't even know what to do with it, but I do. Like, you can see all these cards, you know, they have different animals and medicine. I pulled the only blank card in the deck. So there are some decks that will have a blank card. My Heart of Fairy Oracle card has 2 blank cards. They have imagery, but they have no message, no description. If you have a deck that has a blank card, it basically says, write your own story. So the first message from the animal world, the animal kingdom for us, the animals are telling us, write your own story. I sound like my friend Allie Fallon. That's the name of her podcast. She's been on my podcast. I've been on hers. And I'm like, shoot, write your own story. You are the hero of your own journey. And if you listened to the April energy forecast where I talked about movies and writing the score of your life, like putting music to your life, setting your life to music, what would be your score? This card says that. You write your own story, create your own score. And in drawing this card as our guiding light, the first card of our oracle pull for April, it says, we got a blank space. We're in the quantum field. And with Neptune in Aries now, in this new era, this new energy, this new consciousness we're shifting to, which were so many of the messages that I shared for the April energy forecast, it's saying, you are the leader of your own life. You are the hero of your own journey. You are in the quantum field this month. You are in the quantum field. And I tell you what, when we're in the quantum field, that's like me being out in the world the other day, and I shared this in the April forecast, how I could hear all the spirits, all the voices, and it was loud, and I was having to tune in to my own frequency. This card basically asks you to tune into your own frequency. And if you look at the imagery, because it's got a lot of Native American symbolism, there is a deer antler, there's a shell, there is some coral, there's a feather, there's a couple of bones. It's very connected to the material world and imagery. It is connected to the material world, so staying grounded, staying centered. This card also, the energy that I'm getting through it is saying, get your sacred objects this month. Your crystals, I have this gorgeous Herkimer diamond that is sitting right here, and another crystal that I've been working with that I'm kind of obsessed with. It's a piece of pyrite that is in like a flame. This thing is insane. I found it in this amazing shop in Wimberley, and I was like, I have to have this. It's like a flame, and it's got a point, but it's a heavy piece of pyrite. But get your sacred tools. And sitting here on my desk, it's so funny. I picked up, a friend of mine gave me this beautiful little rose quartz angel. She's sitting right here, and I have another angel that is silver. I've got all sorts of sacred tools sitting on my desk that I look at. I also have this sacred tool. A friend of mine gave me a grumpy bear, a Care Bear that is Grumpy Bear, because that was my favorite Care Bear when I was little. And Grumpy Bear sits on my desk as a reminder that if I'm grumpy, I can feel grumpy and I can process my little bad attitude and my rain cloud and energy. So gather your sacred tools in your sacred space this month. And remember, we're in this in-between quantum energy. It can be disorienting, but in order to ground in this new reality, this higher consciousness, it is imperative that we get centered and we know that we are the hero of our own story. We are writing our own stories and we are telling them in real life, in real time. And again, write your score. What is your theme song? What's your theme song in life this year, this month? Just like picking an animal totem for the year. Pick your theme song for the rest of this year. I'm going to do it, and you all do it.
Bring spring to your door with Target Circle 360. Get all you need for Easter hosting, spring get-togethers, and more with unlimited same-day delivery through Target Circle 360. From Easter basket goodies to fresh florals, getting everything the same day is easy. Open the Target app and bring the magic of the season to your door with unlimited same-day delivery through Target Circle 360. Visit target.com/circle or the Target app for more details. Subscription required. Same-day delivery is subject to terms. Applies to orders over $35.
This is Radhi Devlukia from A Really Good Cry. Apothecary is a leading Japanese health and wellness brand dedicated to harnessing the power of plant medicine. Apothecary is inspired by founder and CEO Shizu Okusa's Japanese heritage and mission to bridge East and West by harnessing the intelligence of nature. Their tinctures are easy to add into your daily routine. You can take them directly into your mouth or mix into a delicious functional mocktail. I tried Blueburn, a powerful blend designed to boost metabolism, curb sugar cravings, and it's packed with Oregon grapefruit, a natural source of berberine, plus stress-supporting adaptogens to balance blood sugar and support your recovery. Apothecary is sold in Sprouts Farmers Market stores nationwide and online at Ulta.com, Amazon, and Apothecary.com. That's apothecary with a K at apothecary.com.
It's tax season, and by now, I know we're all a bit tired of numbers, but here's an important one you need to hear. $16.5 billion. That's how much money in refunds the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud last year. Here's another, 20%. That's the overall increase in identity theft related to tax fraud in 2024 alone. But it's not all grim news. Here's a good number, 100 million. That's how many data points LifeLock monitors every second. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock's US-based restoration specialists will fix it, backed by another good number, the $1 Million Protection Plan. In fact, restoration is guaranteed or your money back. Don't face identity theft and financial losses alone. There's strength in numbers with LifeLock Identity Theft Protection for tax season and beyond. Join now and save up to 40% your first year. Call 1-800-LifeLock and use promo code IHEART or go to lifelock.com/iHeart for 40% off. Terms apply.
PayPal lets you pay all your pals, like your graduation gifters.
Who's paying for the mattress topper?
You mean the beanbag chair?
Aren't we getting a mini fridge?
Can we create a pool on PayPal? It lets us collect the money before we buy.
Ooh, yes, that's smart.
Glad we can agree on something.
Easily pool, split, and send money with PayPal. Get started in the PayPal app. A PayPal account is required to send and receive money. A balance account is required to create a pool.
Did you know that parents rank financial literacy as the #1 most difficult life skill to teach? Meet Greenlight, the debit card and money app for families. With Greenlight, you can send money to kids quickly, set up chores, automate allowance, and keep an eye on what your kids are spending with real-time notifications. Kids learn to earn, save, and spend wisely. And parents can rest easy knowing their kids are learning about money with guardrails in place. Try Greenlight risk-free today at greenlight.com/iHeart.
Okay, what if we pull another blank card? Oh my gosh, freaking slow and steady wins the race. I pulled the turtle, and you can see, of course, it's beautiful imagery of a turtle, and it's the number 10. So we've got the energy of the 1 multiplied exponentially by the 0, which takes the energy of the 1, which is about the individual taking action, sound like Neptune and Aries, all of this Aries energy coming in, and it goes beautifully with write your own story here. And then here's the turtle. It reminds us slow and steady wins the race. That this is not about swift, immediate, fast action, fast results. It's what are you grounding in? What are you building into your reality that is sustainable? And are you doing it in a practical and intentional way? Let's see what the card itself, the medicine, has to say. And I pulled it in the upright position because these cards in the book of the medicine cards do have the contrary position, the reverse position, and descriptions of that. But let's hear about the turtle. And of course, it's connected with the earth, which is very much what I was talking about with the other card. Turtle, great mother, feed my spirit, clothe my heart, that I may serve you too. In Native American teachings, turtle is the oldest symbol for planet Earth. It is the personification of goddess energy and eternal Earth Mother from which we live and evolve. We are born of the womb of Earth, and to her soil our bodies will return. If you listen to the April forecast, I talked about the tarot and the death card and the energy of the 13. That's the numerology for April, and I talked about death being a transition. This card echoes that beautifully. We are born of the womb of Earth, and to her soil our bodies will return. In honoring the earth, we are asked by Turtle to be mindful of the cycle of give and take, to give back to Mother Earth as she has given to us. I think this is such a beautiful analogy for spring, and that it is a time of renewal and rebirth within ourselves. But as we renew and regenerate, how do we give back? And not just give back to others, how do we honor this beautiful earth and planet and living library that we live on? I think the message here is about not only sustainability and practicality, which comes with turtle, it's about how we honor and respect our place of origin, this earth. And whether it's picking up trash somewhere that you see trash on the side of the road, if it's in your recycling, if you compost, whatever sustainability practices that you have, this is a good time to give back and pay reverence, pay homage to the earth. I'm going to read on a little further, a couple more highlights from this. Turtle has a shell which is similar to the protection that Earth has employed for centuries as her body has been defiled. There's a lot going on in terms of the environment, sustainability, and Earth's pretty angry right now. We've got a lot of shifts and changes in weather patterns, whether they're manipulated or not. But the earth is speaking. The earth is speaking back to us, and it's asking us to pay attention and be reverent. Turtle teaches you through its habits and patterns how to use protection. If you are bothered by the actions or words of others, it's a time to go inside of yourself and honor your feelings. If you are feeling attacked, it's time to give a warning snap. Wow, that's a pretty, turtles are they're snapping turtles too. So what that's saying is if you have been feeling attacked, under pressure, really unsupported in ways, it's time for you to stand up for yourself. And in doing that, thinking about the divine feminine and Mother Earth, doing it from a place of compassion, honesty, and truth. How do you stand up for yourself and not against other people? It's a time to speak your truth, and I think that goes beautifully with Neptune in Aries. Last but not least, Turtle is a fine teacher of the art of grounding. I talked about grounding in the April energy forecast. You may even be able to overcome some of your space cadet tendencies if you align with Turtle medicine. What a beautiful thing, because all this Piscean energy that feels spacey and elusive and mystical and confusing, Turtle is reminding us to ground. That if we place focus within ourselves and our thoughts and actions and slow down, we will be able to follow through. Last but not least, Turtle reminds us of the dangers of pushing the river. And what that essentially is saying is the corn that is harvested before its time is not yet full. However, if it is given the chance to develop at its own rate in its own season, its sweetness will be shared by all. I think this is so true to form in terms of Venus and Mercury retrograde still, and saying the corn isn't ready to harvest yet. Quit trying to push yourself up the river. Stand still, float, wait for the corn to be ready to harvest. Whatever is being harvested within you, it is being prepared. It is not yet ripened. And that's how most of us have been feeling internally, esoterically, philosophically, all that deep stuff where we're feeling uncomfortable and unsure. Something is being regenerated. Something is being rejuvenated. Remember that and call on Turtle. Okay, let's pull Colette's Baron-Reid's card. And remember, I said the last card is the spirit animal we can call on. And this is pretty cheeky, right? This card that I pulled. It's the Skunk Spirit. And it says, know your worth. I tell you what, there's a lot of skunks where I live. Sometimes I see them on the side of the road because they've been hit, but I see skunks run across the road all the time. The numerology on this card is 54, and 54 is the energy of the 9. People who have 54 in their numerology, it is this beautiful combination of flexibility and decisive action. Being flexible, yet moving forward. And the skunk card here, skunks are actually they're pretty beautiful. Yeah, they stink and they send a warning signal, but they know how to protect themselves, but they're very keen. They have a keen sense of what they are here to do. Let me read the message in this card. And I pulled it upright, by the way. So I love that I pulled all of these cards upright for us. So that's signaling this forward momentum that we're moving out of a place of needing lessons a little bit harder, even though it may feel that way, that there's hope. There's a lot of hope in these cards. Know your worth. What do you value? Gosh, does this sound like the Taurus new moon or what? And Venus retrograde, re-evaluating things. What do you believe in? Is it the best, most authentic self on display? Skunk Spirit comes as a reminder that you can be proud of who you are and what you have accomplished. Know your worth. Not everyone will agree with you or share your values, but you can walk with your head held high, knowing that when you express your integrity, others can feel your authenticity and will be inspired by it. Do you know how happy I am that we are getting this message, that I am getting this message? Know that others can feel your authenticity and will be inspired by it. I was just thinking about being inspired and sharing inspiration. And in fact, I shared that in the April forecast, especially with Mars shifting into Leo and the planets moving direct, getting our mojo back, being authentic. And like the turtle says, be true to yourself, be grounded in who you are and share it wholeheartedly. Others will follow, but not everybody's going to like, love, and agree with you. This card goes on to say in her description, be who you are. And if your reputation precedes you, good on you. You have much to be proud of, and Skunk Spirit wants you to be your best self and true to you. I think this reminder right here for all of us in April is to know our worth and be true to ourselves. And right now, in the beginning of the month, as we feel a little bit disoriented, to ground in, to remember first and foremost, we are the leader of our own lives, writing our own stories. We have a blank space in the quantum field. And while that may feel tricky and elusive, trust the process. The turtle says slow and steady wins the race. Honor Mother Earth. How do you recognize and honor this beautiful place and planet, this brilliant planet that we live on? How do you give back to the earth and feel grounded, safe, secure, and sustainable? And the skunk says, if you know your worth, if you're authentic, if you are true to yourself, you will be inspired and inspire others. So it's a very uplifting and reassuring message. Definitely let me know how this resonates with you, what you're thinking, feeling, and experiencing, and then pull your own spread to go with these cards. If you have an animal oracle deck, do that. If you're called to another deck this month for yourself, pull those and see how they relate not only to you and your experience, but also in conjunction with these cards. I want to hear about it. Send us an email, podcast@soulsessions.me, and definitely check this out on YouTube. Follow, like, subscribe, share the podcast. I appreciate all of you. It helps me with resources and being able to give and share more. Be well, everyone. Thank you so much for listening to Soul Sessions. If you've got questions, do not hesitate to reach out. Email us, podcast@soulsessions.me. If you love this podcast and you want to hear more, make sure you're following it, liking and subscribing, and sharing it with other people. Send this energy out. Share it with other people. Remember, you can always get your dose of Soul Sessions. New episodes drop on Wednesdays. You can also follow me on Instagram, TikTok. It's @SoulPathology, or check out soulpathology.com. I appreciate you and your light. Thanks for listening.
This is Radhi Devlukia from A Really Good Cry. Did you know that approximately 1 in 3 Americans have insulin resistance and consume over 300% more than their daily recommended intake of sugar? Have you been wanting to beat your sugar cravings? Well, I did a 30-day sugar fast and I found Apothecary Sugar Cake that helped me through it. Their potent tincture features Japanese-inspired ingredients studied for their ability to support healthy blood sugar levels, giving you more energy, less fatigue, and fortified longevity. Find Apothecary in Sprouts Farmers Market stores nationwide and online at Ulta.com, Amazon, and Apothecary.com. That's Apothecary with a K at Apothecary.com.
SOME stands for So Others Might Eat, and I am a grateful beneficiary. That's how I started my journey of recovery. 15 years later, I'm gainfully employed. I moved from homelessness to a safe and secure place to owning my own home today. If these walls could talk, they would say safety.
JP Morgan Chase Community Development Banking understands that the buildings we invest in are more than just four walls. They are you. They are us. They are Washington, D.C.
Let's be honest, our beauty routine should make life easier, not more complicated. Merit Beauty was created as the antidote to the overwhelming world of beauty. They simplify what it takes to get ready by creating high-performing, impossible-to-mess-up makeup and skincare products. Merit's best-selling products include their Great Skin Instant Glow Serum, which instantly hydrates and plumps for a fresh, dewy look. The Minimalist Perfecting Complexion Stick, a foundation and concealer in one for quick, natural coverage, and Flush Balm, a sheer, buildable cream blush that blends seamlessly for a healthy, natural flush. Every product is designed to work together effortlessly, so you can achieve that polished, put-together look without the extra steps. Not sure where to start? Merit has developed a selection of curated sets, like their 5-minute morning set. It has everything you need to get ready in just 5 minutes or less. It's time to simplify your morning. Head to meritbeauty.com today, and you'll also receive Merit's signature makeup bag free with your first order.
Hey, Janice Torres here.
And I'm Austin Hankwitz.
We're the hosts of Mind the Business Small Business Success Stories, produced by Ruby Studio and Intuit QuickBooks. Catch up on seasons 1 and 2 and join us for a brand new season of the podcast as we talk to small business owners about how they manage and grow their businesses with the help of platforms like Intuit QuickBooks.
Listen to Mind the Business Small Business Success Stories on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Did you know that parents rank financial literacy as the #1 most difficult life skill to teach? Meet Greenlight, the debit card and money app for families. With Greenlight, you can send money to kids quickly, set up chores, automate allowance, and keep an eye on what your kids are spending with real-time notifications. Kids learn to earn, save, and spend wisely. And parents can rest easy knowing their kids are learning about money with guardrails in place. Try Greenlight risk-free today at greenlight.com/iHeart.